Okay. So third sphere is atmosphere. Okay. So we have learned that when Earth was detached with sun, yes, and then after collision the earth started cooling down, then it was transformed into liquid form into solid form, that's why it is known as lithosphere, yes. After that we have studied that again it started into liquid form, that's why it is called hydrosphere. Now some of the elements which were transformed into the gases, okay, the some of the elements which were transformed into the gases, that's why it is called atmosphere, got it? So
Yes, ma'am.
all the sides of the earth is wrapped with the gases. It's wrapped with the gases. Covering of the air is wrapped the earth from all the four sides. That's why it is called atmosphere. Clear about that?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, as it is, it how many kilometers it is extending? 1600 kilometers it is exceeding. How many kilometers? We can't see lithosphere and hydrosphere with naked eye. We can't see lithosphere and hydrosphere with naked eyes. Yes, it is composed of how which gas? It is composed of various gases, water vapor, dust particles, smoke, salt, microorganisms. Atmosphere is composed of which? Various gases, water vapor, dust particles, smoke, salt, microorganisms, etc. Now atmosphere. What is the characteristics of atmosphere? It is colorless, odorless and transparent. How it is? It is colorless, odorless and transparent. Yes. Which type of elements are included in atmosphere? That is solid, liquid and gaseous. Which type of elements? Solid, liquid and gaseous. Mostly it contains how many percentage of nitrogen? 78 percentage of nitrogen, 21% of oxygen and 1% other gases. You can see over here in the circle.
Yes.
Over here you can see nitrogen is 78, other gases 0.98 and oxygen 21 percentage. Clear? This is one type of pie chart. Yes? So as we go higher from the surface of the earth, most of the gases in atmosphere decreases. Yes, as carbon dioxide is heavy gas, that's why we found mostly in the lower layer of the earth. Which gas we found it? Carbon dioxide. But for our living, which gas is important? How we can live if we don't have oxygen? Okay, we can't get enough oxygen. We can live, we can survive the life.
No, ma'am.
No, yes. That's why, same over here, ozone gas is only in a small proportion. This gas, ozone layer gas, will be violating, absorbing the ultraviolet rays from the sun and protects the outside of the earth from the excessive heat. Okay, and this gas is more in proportion in morning and open in the open ground and the area near the sea. Where we find ozone gas? In the morning and open ground. Got it? Now gases like oxygen and nitrogen. Which gases, that is oxygen and nitrogen, will be helping us to survive? Okay. Now as a nitrogen reduces, nitrogen will reducing which intensity? Oxygen. Clear? And which is
Yes.
the most important component in atmosphere? That is water, H2O. Now due to heat, the water in the form of vapor evaporates. Vapor means what? Vapor means what? Who will tell? Are you going to tell me what is the meaning of vapor?
मैम आपका
Girls,
आवाज चला गया था। मैम आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही थी बीच में।
How it is not coming?
यस मैम, वेपर इवापोरेट से आपकी आवाज चली गई थी.
I am asking what is the meaning of vapor?
वराड.
Yes. So it will be mixing in the air, okay, as there is too much of heat and due to this the moisturization occurs. So this process of cooling of vapor is called condensation. What it is called? Condensation. Now different forms of vapors we can see, that is dew, fog, clouds, and precipitation are due to condensation. As now it is cooling down. So when we tell we do hot water on the gas, okay, so mama what she will do, she will keeping a dish, okay, so when she close the gases you can see small uh, dots are there of water, yes, small bubbles are there, it is one type of precipitation, got it?
यस मैम.
Now this effect of atmosphere is seen on human beings in our lifestyle, which lifestyle such as food habits, clothings, habitat, color, different due to atmosphere we can see different our aspect in life, okay. Now due to the sun rays, spreading of sun rays, the particles are visible, small particles we can see when sun rays are directly falling in our house, we can see small dots. It is one form of dust particles, yes.
यस मैम.
Then it is due to which it does not suddenly turn dark when sunset is there, okay, it does not sun will set and it can't shine fastly, yes, that's why we can see dust particles. So due to this the surface of the earth is receiving too much of light from the sun, and due to this we can't able to listen the sound due to the presence of atmosphere. That is why radio and darshan telecast is possible, clear?
यस मैम. यस मैम.
100%. What is atmosphere? So atmosphere means what? When the fireball, that is earth, is detached from the sun after the collision, the earth, that is the fireball, starts cooling down. So some of the elements which were transformed into the form of gases are called atmosphere. Atmosphere, in other words, we can tell it the sphere of surface of the earth is wrapped in the other side, that is called atmosphere. It is 1600 kilometers from the surface of the earth. We can't see by naked eye lithosphere and hydrosphere. It is composed of gases, water vapor, dust particles, smoke, salt, microorganisms. Yes, its characteristic is it is colorless, odorless, and transparent. Which different type of gaseous elements we can found, that is solid, liquid, and gaseous element, okay. How much percentage is hydrogen on the earth? That is 78, 21% oxygen and 1% other gases, got it? As we move down to the lower layer of the earth, we see carbon dioxide in most proportion. Then ozone gas is in very small proportion and it absorbs ultraviolet rays, yes, and protect the earth from the excessive heat. Clear this much? This gas is more in proportion in the morning and open ground in the area near the sea. Girls, are you listening and understanding what I am speaking?
यस मैम.
Then after that we take it oxygen and nitrogen. It is very important for living creatures on the earth alive. Now what is important component in the atmosphere? Water. As it starts due to heat, water is in the form of vapor. It starts evaporating. That's why it is known as moisture. And this cooling of vapor is called condensation. Different various form of moisture we are seeing, that is dew, fog, clouds, and precipitation due to condensation. And this effect where we are seeing in the lifestyle of habitat, food habits of human, clothing, color, economic activities, etc. And due to this, when sunrays are flowing or falling on the particles, we see dust particles. But directly sunset will not happen. That's why we see sun particles, and in morning also. And this that is why we are listening radio and Doordarshan telecast. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, hydrosphere. Yesterday we have not read, so who will be reading hydrosphere?
Yes, ma'am. Can I read?
Yes.
Hydrosphere. Now let's may talk about hydrosphere. The hydrosphere is the liquid component of the earth. It includes oceans, seas, lakes, ponds, and rivers and streams. On the surface of the earth, the area of water is more than the land. The hydrosphere covers 71% of of the Earth's surface. The a water body in a hydrosphere that carry a huge amount of water is known as oceans. These oceans are the Pacific Oceans, Atlantic Ocean, the Indian Ocean, and the Arctic Ocean. All these oceans are connected with each other. The water bodies close to the land are known as seas, bays, trails, and gulfs, etc. The oceans of the earth are huge and deep, and the valley with depth of 10 to 11 kilometers and located at their bottoms. The ocean bed has similar features like that of the surface of the earth. It has a huge amount of plateaus, vast plains, valleys, etc.
So clear, what is ocean? How many types of oceans are there? And what are valleys? And what is an ocean bed? Clear, beta?
Yes, ma'am.
Next. Next. Continue, beta.
Okay, ma'am. M- Ma'am, please can you scroll up?
Start.
Mummy, how much water will there be in the seas? Since water is salty, is useful to us? Yes, oceans contain 97% the total amount of water on the earth. Approximately one third part of remaining water is trapped in ice caps and glaciers at poles of Himalayas and other mountains. Some water is accumulated in the lakes and some flows in the rivers. Some is stored in the interior of the earth as groundwater. The amount of potable fill fall drinking water is less. Fresh water is precious.
Potable water means what?
Yes, ma'am.
Potable water means what?
Potable means that water that we are using in our day-to-day life.
Okay, good.
Fresh water is precious. This fresh water is required by living beings for their existence. The moisture for rain, which is the main source of fresh water, comes from the oceans only. Valuable chemicals, minerals, salt, fishes, etc. are found in the seas. As we have living organisms on the land, in some way the seas and oceans have aquatic life inside them. The tremendous force of waves, tides, and currents of oceans and potential source of generating electricity beside these oceans are also useful as waterways.
So got it? That these are the utility of oceans. Clear? Now next is atmosphere, which is the third sphere of the earth, which is very huge and wrapping all the sides of the earth. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Who will be reading? Girls.
Sir, can I read?
Yes.
atmosphere, the sphere of the air that wraps the Earth from all the sides, is called atmosphere. It extends approximately up to 16 kilometers from the surface of the Earth. It cannot be seen clearly with the naked eye like lithosphere and hydrosphere. Atmosphere is composed of various gases,
So,
water vapor, dust
wrapping the
particles.
sphere. Wait, the sphere of the earth that wraps the earth from all the sides. It is wrapping all the side of the earth. What? That is air. Next. Next. Next, beta. Next, I am telling you.
The sub
Miss Bar, start reading.
Okay, ma'am. Atmosphere, the sphere of air that wraps the earth from all sides, it is called atmosphere. It extends approximately up to 1,600 kilometers from the surface of Earth. It cannot be seen clearly with the naked eye like lithosphere and hydrosphere. Atmosphere is composed of various gases, water vapor, dust particles, smoke, salt, microorganisms, etc. Atmosphere is colorless, odorless, and
These are the
transparent.
characteristics. These are the characteristics. Start
Solid,
next.
li- Solid, liquid, and gaseous elements are included in the atmosphere. Contains approximately 78% of nitrogen, 21% of oxygen, and 1% of gas. When we go higher from the surface of the earth, the amount of the most of the gases in the atmosphere decreases. Carbon dioxide gas is heavy, so it is found more in the lower layer of the air. Ozone gas comprises of a very small proportion in the
Proportion.
air.
It's very less in promotion.
The gas absorbs the ultraviolet
Ultraviolet ray,
ultraviolet
which is
rays
harmful for our body.
and protects the earth from excessive heat of sun. This gas is more in proportion in the morning, in the open ground, and in the air near us.
When you go nearby the sea, it is very harmful. Okay.
Yes.
Next.
Gases like oxygen and nitrogen keep the living creatures on the earth alive. Nitrogen reduces the intensity of oxygen. Water is the most important component in the atmosphere. Due to heat and Due to heat, the water in the atmosphere from of a vapor evaporates the mixes with air. It is known as moisture. The process of cooling
What is
of
moisture? You
vapor
got it? Water in the form of vapor evaporates and mixes in the air. That's why it is called vapor. Sorry, moisture. And this cooling of vapor is called condensation.
various form of moisture like dew, fog, clouds, and precipitation are due to condensation. The effect of atmosphere is seen on human being in every aspect of life, such as in their food habits, clothing, habitat, color, economic activities, etc. Many dust particles are seen in the atmosphere. Spreading of sun rays are visible due to these particles. It is due to dust particles that it does not suddenly turn dark after the sunset, and it does not suddenly turn bright after the sunrise. The sun rays are reflected back with the help of these dust particles on the surface of the earth, and we receive the light of the sun. We are able to listen to the sounds due to the presence of atmosphere. That is why radio and Doordarshan telecast is possible.
Due to atmosphere, yes, due to the rays. Got it?
Yes,
So clear atmosphere.
yes,
Clear what is atmosphere?
yes,
See, you can see lithosphere, atmosphere, hydrosphere. Uses are there. Biosphere. You can see
yes, ma'am.
they are interrelated to us only, living beings only. Okay, chalo, I will be asking questions. What is atmosphere? What is atmosphere?
Mixture of air that wraps the earth from all sides is called atmosphere.
Okay, proper definition, which I am telling for lithosphere and hydrosphere same way.
An element which is made of air, gases.
No, when the fireball that is earth is detached from the sun, that wala. Who will speak? Modes and Ayani.
Yes, ma'am.
What is atmosphere?
Ma'am,
What is atmosphere?
atmosphere is the third layer of the earth.
Yes, next.
It extends approximately to 1600
Not from
kilometers.
that you have to speak. Tell me the proper definition of the atmosphere.
The layer of the earth, the layer
I am not
which
asking
wraps the
that.
earth.
I have explained you when I am starting the topic. I am explaining you that when all that is fireball detached from the sun, that was. Are you getting? Are you getting what I am speaking?
Yes, ma'am.
Then tell what is atmosphere? Hmm? Proper define I want. No one? No one, girls. When the fireball, that is Earth, is detached from the sun, it starts cooling down after some time. That's why after that it is transformed into gases. Some elements are transformed into gases are called atmosphere. Can't you speak? Girls,
Ma'am,
you can't you speak? You don't want to answer, no? Girls,
yes, ma'am.
are you want to answer or should I stop? What is atmosphere? One, I can't. Three. If you will not answering, I will stop it.
Sphere of
One.
air wraps the Earth from all sides is called atmosphere.
How many kilometer it is from the surface of the earth?
1600
Still,
kilometers.
Okay. What it is composed of? What is the earth composed of?
Solid of various gases, water vapor, dust particles, smoke, microorganisms, salt, and etc.
Characteristics of atmosphere.
It's colorless,
Hmm.
atmosphere is colorless and
odorless, transparent, all liquid and gaseous elements
transparent.
are there in it.
Okay. Which gases is very less in proportion?
Yes,
Hmm.
Oxygen,
oxygen,
Ozone.
ozone layer,
Ozone.
ozone gas complex,
It absorbs which type of rays?
ultraviolet rays from the sun,
Okay. Which are necessary for the living creatures on the earth to live alive? Which gases?
nitrogen and oxygen.
Okay. What is moisture?
The process of cooling of vapor uh, mm, into the water. The water in the form of vapor evaporates and mixes with air known as
Okay. Which are the different forms of moisture? Different forms of moisture.
the filters are used for without our
Okay. So, as with particles are visible due to the spreading of sun rays. What are visible? What is visible? Dust particles. Got it?
this
Okay. How many percentage is oxygen?
20.99%,
Nitrogen
78.03%,
and other gases?
0.98%,
Okay, very nice. So over here we complete. Atmosphere. Clear?
Yes.
So third sphere completed and tomorrow we will be learning last, that is biosphere. And then you are having test of chapter number 1. Okay, arrival of Europeans in India. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
good.